showing you guys my pretty much everyday eyebrow routine, which will show you how I get my eyebrows from this to this. And if this tutorial is helpful to you at all in any way, please subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Twitter at HeySamShine and on Instagram at HeySamBeauty. And I just have one more thing to say before I get into this tutorial. I want to announce to you guys that I'm starting up a new posting schedule because my goal for 2017 and for the rest of December is to be more consistent with posting videos. So I'm going to try and upload every Friday from now on, and if you guys have any questions about my eye look or my makeup, that's actually going to be the subject of my next video, so look out for that information next Friday. But as always, I'll have all of my makeup that I'm wearing today listed down below in the description bar. So without any ado, here's the tutorial. Okay, so I just brought you guys really close up to my brow so you can see what's going on really easily. And we're gonna start with my right brow because my right brow is my Gucci brow and my left brow is my Walmart brow. And as you can see from close up, I don't pluck or thread or tweeze my brows. I used to, but then I noticed they started getting a little bit thinner. That's okay because we're gonna clean them up. So the first thing I like to start out with is a brow pencil. And I'm gonna be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. And the reason why I like starting out with the brow pencil is because it helps to define your brow shape. And you can go in and fill it in with powder or gel or whatever afterwards. Okay, so I just zoomed you guys out again for this first step because I thought it'd be easier to show you when I'm doing this way. So the very first thing I'm gonna do is groom my brows. I'm just gonna brush them in the direction that I want them to lay. And with my brow pencil, I'm gonna define the inner point of my brow, and I'm gonna find that by holding it up against my nostril and placing my brow point or dot right there. So this is the first inward where my brow should go. And this 3-point system that I'm gonna be showing you guys, it's really helpful because it helps to make your brows symmetrical. So in case you ever had a problem where one brow tail goes too long or one brow arch is too high on a different brow, this will really help you define your guidelines for where your brow should be. And so for the second point, I'm defining my arch by holding it against my nostril and just putting it diagonally across my eye and just putting another dot right there. And to determine my tail, I'm gonna be holding it against my outer nostril, putting it across the bottom of my eye and lining it up with my the end of my brow and just putting that right there. So that's where my tail is going to end. Welcome back to my brow. So what I'm going to do is start out by defining the underside of my brow. And I'm just going to very gently use my pencil and just very lightly defining that point. And I'm gonna go all the way down to my tail. So I've drawn out my line. And so what I'm gonna do is start using hairline strokes to fill in my brow, starting from the middle. You wanna start from the middle since this is the point where your brow wants to have the most hair. So you want the middle of your brow to look the fullest, and we're gonna gently go in and fill it in down to the tip. And so the way I just filled in my tip was by just gently drawing a line from the top of my brow down to the bottom. And just doing a little point. Okay, so now that I filled in my middle, I'm gonna go in and start filling in the inner part of my brow. And when I get to this point here, I'm gonna turn my pencil upward and start doing upward strokes. This will make the inner part of the brow look more natural, so you don't have like one dark block on your entire brow. This will help just kind of feather it and do more of a gradient, which will make it look better in the end. Okay, so now that I'm happy with the overall shape of my brow, I'm gonna go ahead and define it again by doing another line on the bottom just to define it. So I'm just tracing over the bottom of my brow down to the tip. And this tip looks a little janky right now, but we'll be fixing it in a second, I promise. And doing the same thing with the top of my brow. Make sure you're very light-handed in the inner corner, but I'm doing another, just a very light line down and to the tip. So now that I have all of the products on, I'm going to go in and just blend everything out. So I'm pretty happy with how my brow is filled in right now, and on 90% of days I just go out like this. If I want to fill it in a little bit more, I'm going to be using a brown brow color to fill in the little bit of the spaces that are still left here. Using the brown color from Jackie Aina's e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to be using this brown to just lightly dust my brow just to fill it in and define it a little bit more. And when I'm using this step, I'm not putting the powder color on my skin. I'm trying to put it on my actual brow hairs just to add some color to them and make them look a little bit more pigmented. Now I'm just gonna go in and blend that out a little bit as well. And of course, I'll have all these products linked down below so you guys can easily see them and reference them and know which colors I'm using. But to finish off the brow step, I'm gonna be finishing it up with a little bit of a gel brow product. I'm using Benefit's Gimme Brow. What a gel product does is that it's gonna hold my brows in place and add a little bit more color. So I'm just gonna very quickly put this through just to add more definition to my brows and to add a little bit more color. And no, I did not forget about that tip. We're gonna define it right now. So what I'm gonna do is take a brush and a little bit of my foundation that I'm currently wearing, which is the black Opal foundation, and just draw underneath my brow in order to conceal and define it further. So what I'm doing is just going underneath. If I made any mistakes, this is the part where I'm gonna be hiding them. And this will help to make that tip sharp and defined. You can totally do this with concealer as well, but I don't have any concealer. I don't own concealer. I only use foundation. And just blend this out so it doesn't look too contrasted. All right, and that is my finished brow compared to this brow, which I'm gonna be working on right now too. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this brow to make it look like this brow, and then I will get back to you guys in a second. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome weekend, an awesome week, and an awesome year. And until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video next Friday. Bye.